Ooh, yes, sir. Oh man, they done let me on the mic. But
That's right.
they done let me on the mic.
Got your own show.
Man, I came a long way. Let's get it. Welcome to Leading with the Chief, man. On 93.7 The Ticket, I am your host, Chief Borders, outside linebacker for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And today, I wanted to share you my story, my upbringing, diving a little bit to my roots on what makes me and who I am today. And this is episode 1. You know, we're going to walk you through the steps and journeys of, the milestones and adversity that I took in my life, you know what I'm saying? And still taking, obviously. I'm only 21. But, yeah, we're going to split it up into 3 episodes, and we're going to get into it. This is the first episode, man. And when it comes to the purpose for myself in my life, I like to be a high beam. You know what I'm saying, Buck?
Yeah.
Like, just happy. You feel me? Just making somebody smile. I feel like that's the most important thing. That's something somebody easily can do. You know, I just want to be the best version of myself each and every day. Because, like, when you focus on yourself, man, you got the right things going for yourself, like, can't nothing else go wrong.
Yeah, and I'm sure too with with you growing up, and we'll get into that too. But
yeah.
The role, positive role models, positive males in a young man's life can really make that difference. And so I can always think too, it's like, at least a noble goal. You got all these other things that you can do, but a noble goal
Exactly.
is to be on a good on the side of the good.
Right, a great person, man.
Yeah.
Great person. Like, I look up to Floyd Money Mayweather, man. That's one of my role models I look up to. I always looked up to him at a young age. He's just been that person, that guy. And, growing up in Chicago, man, as a kid, I just seen, I'm the youngest out of 8. Let's get that right. So I'm the youngest out of 8, man. All my siblings, they're all older than me. And, I'm the baby. So just kind of growing up, I was able to see them grow, take their mistakes, steps, even, learn from them in a positive manner as well. So, yeah, Chicago is just a different vibe. And it's like, people be like, oh, it's Chirac, oh, this, that, and the other. I'm like, you know what? It's what you make it, I learned a lot from there. Like, growing up in Berwyn, Oak Park, that was where my roots are at. I recently went back and I saw my best friends, and, they're doing great with themselves. Like, I'm just so proud of them. And just kind of seeing, like, your childhood friend, like, you know how it is. Like, when you see a childhood friend, it's like, dang, like, but we picked up right where we left off.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we did not skip a beat at all. And it was just a perfect, perfect time. And I just remember, like, my mom and dad, they always, like, sacrificing for, the family, making sure we didn't have to want for anything. They was a little strict. I say a lot strict, but, I couldn't, I wasn't freelancing. There was no freelancing in the streets. There wasn't no, oh, I'm about to go down the street, hang out with my friends, I'll be back, mom. No. We need to know who the parent is. We need to know who you're hanging out with. And we need to know, their whereabouts and what they got going on. Because they didn't want to put me in a predicament of where I have to, I don't know, back up a little bit and be like, oh, get me out of predicament where something could go wrong, right?
Yeah.
And I was picked on as a kid. A lot of people don't know that. I wouldn't say bullied, because I would stick up for myself with words, but I didn't want to, like, really fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't like confrontation. But if you push me, I mean, it'll be what it is. That's the different side of the switch. We'll get there. But I didn't like confrontation. Growing up as a kid, I would always like to, just kind of bring positive joy into people. I was always smart. I mean, there was times where I would goof off, in class, but it was growing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I saw, like, some of the people that I was hanging around with, like, they was goofing off, I would tend to do that sometimes.
Now, were you one of the bigger guys in your class? Because it's hard to imagine, you have to have some big guys to bully you.
I mean, look, it was just, I wasn't the big. I was pretty small. Oh, you got this shirt on. You got the helmet on. Like, okay. He vibing.
I just wanted to make sure you
yeah, we good.
Like back in the day.
Hey, that's how y'all was. That's how y'all was.
I ain't gonna hold you up, but you know what I'm saying? Could you imagine playing football?
He even got the eye black underneath. Like, oh man, he ready.
Could you imagine playing football like this?
Man.
Sticking it. Ooh.
That's different.
Ooh.
That's a different vibe.
That might be a little ugly right there. Okay, I gotta go. I just want you to think how we did things back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Is this 1890 days?
The Doug Diesel.
Like probably 19.
Bro, yeah.
That's the BJ special look.
Yeah.
BJ special look.
1890. All right, Chief.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. But nah, Buck, that's actually a good question. I really didn't hit my growth spurt until I hit like 8th grade. Freshman year. And I was little. I was very little. I was actually shorter than my sister. My sister's 5'6".
Oh, okay.
So in middle school, it was kind of tough for me. Like I was just, just trying to, find a place where I could fit in. And that was tough for me because I always stuck out. Like whether whether I was coloring or I don't like coloring at all. Like something about that is just doesn't stick with me. But I like
sticking within the lines.
I know, you know what I'm saying? I like painting. I like painting. Painting's cool, but just as a kid, like I don't know why I got picked on so much. You know what I'm saying? It was just how I carried myself.
Was it also? I mean, was siblings? Did siblings pick on you? The youngest?
I used to get beat up every time, 24/7. Like I was trying so hard not to be a snitch, but man, like them punches hurt. You know what I'm saying? Those punches hurt, man. I was
what
like,
is the age gap between you and your sibling?
Okay, so the oldest is like 32, just turned 33.
Okay,
and then then it just kind of break it down from in between. Like it's 2 gap, one maybe a year gap. And then like me and my sister are 2 years apart. So it's like, okay, great vibes. At least I had my sister growing up. And she paved the way. I love my sis. Nia, if you're listening, I know you will be, but I love you. Appreciate you. And, I was always called weird. I was a weird kid. Like, I'm like, dang, okay. Chief, you never come to the park. Like, you never come outside to play. I'm like, okay, my mom said I got to be home right after school. If I had a, extracurricular activity, I was in a choir. I was always, getting involved into things. Like I was in the school, like middle school scholars, all that good stuff, sports. And it got to a point where it was so bad where I come home and I would like tell my mom and my dad, like, dang, like, am I okay? Like, I'm good, right? Like,
am I weird?
Yeah, am I really weird? Like, but then I got introduced into football, and that was like the outlet for everything. That was like the biggest change up in my life. Like I always grew up watching my siblings play football, watch football with my dad. At a certain point my dad used to force me to watch ESPN Sports Center. And I'm like, dang, Dad, like, I just want to go outside and play. I just want to go out and do some other things, but
was that because that's what he was watching?
That's what he was watching.
Yeah.
My mom was watching HGTV, you know what I'm saying? So I had to choose between the both, and I chose cooking.
Did you? Yeah.
I chose the cooking. I chose the Cooking Network.
Yeah.
I was watching Diners, Dives, and Dives with Guy.
Are you a bit of a cook now?
I love.
Did you pick up on that?
Hey man, I love cooking.
Oh yeah,
big cooker, big cooker. I love to whip it up in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I might have to bring you a plate. You know what I'm saying? But I might have to bring you a plate of my little specials.
You guys have competitions on the team, or you got a feeling like you're one of the best cooks?
Hey, shout out to Trench Babies, man. Elijah, Judy, man. You already know. Bly Hill. Man, my boy Justice Evans Jenkins, man, we brought it home, man.
All those guys.
We brought it home.
Can cook,
we can cook, and we had a showdown. It was like chop. It was like Husker chopped edition. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
and we was we made stuffed chicken breast with asparagus.
Oh yeah.
And mashed potatoes, and we had chefs coming in from like food trucks and things of that nature. And I mean, it was very close. Like a couple of freshmen, they put their foot in it. You know what I'm saying? They did pretty good, and we came out on top. You know what I'm saying? Your boy was seasoning the chicken.
Yeah, there you go.
Know what I'm saying? Judy, Justin, they was cooking the chicken. You feel me? Bly was helping out. You know what I'm saying? Making sure all the seasonings was right, everything was in the right place. Like we all put it together, and we made a great meal. We had people really like coming back for seconds. It was like we was very proud.
That's because Terrell was talking about how well he can cook earlier today too. So we might have to have a 93.7 the ticket cook off too. You got to win the Husker locker room in here.
Hey, come on, let's do it. You already know. You know how family get, man. But no, football being an outlet for my anger, that was one of the biggest things. Like, I was able to, take that passion and dissect it into many different ways. I played DB, on the field at a young age. I played DB as a kid. I was on the corner. I was playing corner, and I was locked down. Lockdown. Yeah, it was, Chief Island. Like it was there. It was anything coming my way. Whether we was little league. We didn't pass the ball too much. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't like John Elway throwing it back there.
Crazy. Like you had no, you didn't have Joe Montana in the back there. So you didn't really have to slang it down the field really. But all I can say is I'm proud of my upbringing. I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change anything. And like that passion has built me. Like Chicago is my foundation, right? Walking down the street to the corner store, walking to school by myself, communicating. I had a track phone at a young age, sharing it with my sister. She didn't want to have it because all her friends had like iPhones at the time, the 2-year gap. So I was like, if I had a phone, I was cool. Elementary school, you get 3rd grade, you got a phone like Dave Chief, like you got games, like, all right, cool. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. So the foundation, that's what really grew me up. Like my dad, he instilled so much into me just being a man. And my mom, she definitely shaped and molded that as well to help me understand my dad and what he wanted to pour into me. And he just wanted to make sure that I didn't have to go through any of the struggles that he did. Like he wasn't allowed to play sports growing up. He was track star. When I'm talking about track star, he ran a 10-1 and he was fast. Like he probably could have ran a 4.41. He was just built different. Like he ran on dirt roads.
Oh, really?
And Kankakee. Yeah. Kankakee, Illinois. Yeah, he ran on dirt roads like in the country of Illinois. Right? He didn't want me to go through that struggle. He didn't want me or my siblings to have to, want for anything. So that's why he worked so hard. That's why he always on the move, always grinding. His mind never stops. Always keep going.
Was your mom an athlete too, or did you get most of your athleticism you think from your dad?
Okay, my mom played basketball to a certain extent. Like she was a defense. She was like a Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying? Like she was rebounds, all of that. Like, but my mom was smart. Like
that's where you got the brains
from.
School.
Yeah, that's where really I got the brains from. I mean, I got brains from my dad.
Well, yeah, it's always a mix.
You know what I'm saying? It's always a mix. But like the intellectual side, like I like to dabble on my mom's end because she's just stellar.
Yeah.
I love my mom. She's the strongest woman I know. My mom is the strongest woman I know, and my great grandmother. Just those people are what, like, it takes a village, right?
Yeah.
It takes a village to really kind of get into that. And that's why I want to share it with the people that's listening right now. If you're listening right now, man, I just want to say, all of this, man, I appreciate y'all for listening. That's all I could say. Like, y'all could be doing anything else. Y'all could click over to the next station, but listening to me talk, and I hope we building a nice foundation to where people can have a safe place. Come in, tap it on the line, man. Hit the Sartor Hamann text line. Let me know if you have any questions on my upbringing, anything like that. I'm not talking any X's and O's. We're gonna keep it nice, smooth, and a little bit about these chapters that I got going on in my life.
One last question before we get to break 2 is,
okay.
That's because I think you kind of felt like a weird kid. Did football help you, I guess, socialize more as well?
Most definite. So at a certain age, I didn't even talk. I didn't talk unless my sister, talked for me. This is kind of like a 2-year gap. I was young, but like my sister would talk for me. So I would whisper in her ear and she would say it to my mom, my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even to your parents?
Yeah, even to my parents. And then my mom was like, okay, Chief, if there's ever an emergency, you need to be able to scream, yell, and say something. I just kind of looked and I was just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really talk, but that social kind of really brought me out of my circle. It actually, molded and shaped me into being like a social butterfly, how I am today. Just making friends, conversating, making people feel more welcoming, warm, home, you know what I'm saying, homie vibe.
Yeah.
And there's also another side, like where I can just, cold shoulder sometimes. Like if I'm not feeling your energy, I'm not feeling your vibe, like, no love lost. It's just kind of what it is.
Some people don't, mesh.
Yeah, there you go, Bach. Yeah, some people just don't, vibe the same way. Yeah. So, yeah, man, I say football definitely led into a bigger, broader aspect of me, kind of starting where I talk, starting where I, learn how to communicate, even with adults, because, you always had, adults always working around us, like fundraisers and things of that nature. I always had to fundraise for my teams that I was growing up in. Yeah, so we'll go up and just ask random people on the street if you want to donate. Hey, I play football for the Merrills Park Gales, or I play football for the Bergman Mustangs. You want to donate to my team? I'll go around with my jersey and just kind of talk to people on the street.
What did that fundraise, like jerseys and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. Wait.
It's like when you're fundraising, is that for the team to get like jerseys?
Oh yeah, for the team to get jerseys.
Yeah.
Fundraising for like food. Fundraising for games, traveling. Really travel because we traveled a lot, and that's not coming out in the thin air. So you just have to hustle.
Yeah, send the kids out.
Had to learn how to grind. Yeah, send the kids out to hustle. Right. So we'll go to the car dealerships, man. We'll go to any type of businesses. They'll write us a check or like. A couple dollars here and there. All the people, like, any donation would be thankful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. And then the other part, just, as we still got plenty more to talk about is, because Vershawn had the same question because there's different parts of Chicago.
It is.
Yeah. Were you guys in a pretty good spot?
Oh, yeah. We was in a good spot. We was in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like by the time we left, like it started to get a little reckless, over there a little bit. Yeah. But by the time beforehand, it was a great spot.
Yeah.
It was right up the street from like one of the nicest neighborhoods, which is Oak Park. Like, beautiful houses, big houses. Like they're just modern, traditional. And I mean, I stayed in an apartment. We was on the third floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Gunderson. Real Gunderson Avenue. But yeah, we stayed in a nice little neighborhood. It did its justice. It did its time. And then, man, I don't even want to talk about moving into Georgia yet, but That'll be on. Like we'll get into that. Yeah. We'll get into that for sure.
Let's go ahead and throw it to a break. We got a commercial coming up. We got
yes, sir.
By the way, Jay Shaw chimes in on YouTube. Great show, Chief. And Nicholas Schneider says, "You the man, Chief."
Oh man, appreciate that, baby.
Good start.
Yes, sir. So leading with the Chief, man. Appreciate y'all. Me and Bach, man. Seg 2 coming up.
This is Monster Jam. Witness Big Air. Two-wheel skills, backflips, and all-out racing. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Brought to you by the original Super Glue. Stop by your local participating Westlake Ace Hardware locations for your $10 savings coupon. Restrictions may apply. See store for details. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena March 29th and 30th.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Spring is a time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Fuhrer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild, but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most, for all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that Potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Service Ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Attention all Nebraska basketball fans. The NCAA tournament is coming soon, and Nebraska looks to be on its way to their first appearance in 10 years. Better Tree Removal wants to celebrate the occasion and any possible success in the tournament by offering a deal. If you're in need of tree removal on your property, call or text Todd by March 20th. If Nebraska wins the first round game, you'll get 25% off the bid. If they win 2, you'll get 50% off. You must contact Todd at 402-780-1377 before March 20th.
Hi, folks. Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and the Chevrolet and GMC Truck Month is now underway. We've got huge savings in Louisville. Get $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months on select models. Yes, you heard right. That's $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months happening right now at Coppell. So take that short money saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit. Stock number G214773.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Pre-order your Hog Wild slow smoked Easter ham today. Hog Wild selects the highest quality whole ham and slow smokes them until they're tender and delicious. Our 100% boneless ham is approximately 4 pounds and $50. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com. Quantities are limited. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Ooh, okay, Bach. Yeah, you got a good little vibe. Yes, sir, man. It's your boy Chief, man. Hey, Bach. First show, first episode, man. Ain't too bad.
It's going well. We get a lot of response on the text line. Okay, people saying it's going well. Somebody wants to know what your sound is going to be like. Ittle be a little different than this, but we're going to pick out some new songs.
Yeah, we're going to pick out a new song. I like this, though. What?
A little from Nelly from back then.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah. You know, I appreciate y'all, man, tuning in, man. Welcome to Leading with the Chief, man. Me and Bach, we doing our thing. Doing our thing right now. Hey, who wants to know about football in Chicago?
I think everybody does. That's an interesting, good recruiting grounds out there.
You know, football in Chicago, you got basketball in Chicago, right? That's the main factor. Like, all hoopers really come out the Midwest. Let's be honest. Let's be real. I mean, y'all can say the South. I mean, cool. Like, there's always matchups. Man, they come from the Midwest. They come from Chicago. If we're really being honest, like, it's a different type of grind, different type of, situation, environment. But football in Chicago, it's well loved. Let's say it's a lot of passion in football, right? And it's different from the South, right? The South is just the holy mecca of football, right? But Chicago football, it was more, I don't know. it wasn't. It's all there, but it's not as serious. It's not as critical. You know, to a certain extent, you go to like it depends on where you at. Like you go to certain teams and they have this stuff right. Like Chicago Boom 707, they are top notch. You know, high class football team, right? And you know, you might go to like a different type of side of the town. It really depends. You know, because I played for the Berwyn Mustangs, right? I mean, we was pretty decent. It was, you know, it was a local team. It was okay, but we wasn't good. We wasn't good at all. I mean, I'm talking about like we had a losing record. I'm pretty sure we probably only like won one game out of the whole season. Like back as a kid, like you know that's terrible.
Deflating, yeah.
Yeah, that's like I don't even want to play football no more, right? It's like I'd rather play basketball. I was really big on basketball, right? I was point guard, yeah, for sure. I mean, I was a little tall at a young age, you know, but then you know people started to catch up to me, but I was a little tall at a young age, so I was like, all right, cool. They put me at center. All I gotta do is lay the ball in.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have like, you know, 12 points a game. You know, I was an all-star. You know, this was like, you know, community break ball. But I had little MVP trophies, you feel me?
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I wasn't dunking, but you know what I'm saying? I was
well in Chicago,
you know
hooping well. Yeah.
I was making it, you know what I'm saying, making it happen. AAU basketball. Shout out to the Impact. Hey, let's just talk about like how I used to catch the bus to practice at a young age. That was just different. You know, mom and dad, they was out working. You feel me? Dad would be out of town handling business. Mom would be out of town in school, you know, trying to make things right. So, I mean, Chief got practice all the way in Melrose, and I'm living in Berwyn at the time. That's like a 30-minute drive, like every day. That's a 30-minute drive. Me and my dad would take that all the time, but he was on a business trip. And I remember one week, my parents was like, okay, well, we got to catch the CTA. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give you the route. You know, you can have your brother. My brother went to Mount Carmel, so he was used to taking the bus, taking the train. And like we always, you know, go to Navy Pier. And I was, you know, kind of used to that aspect, you know, kind of traveling. So that wasn't really scary for me. But, you know, imagine what the people was like thinking about, like seeing a kid with his shoulder pads, helmet, and his two siblings. Like we about to go to work. Like I got to go take the bus, you know? That was just different, right? Like catching the CTA, and I don't know, like at the time I was like 5th grade, maybe 6th, 5th grade though, for sure. And just kind of catching the bus, like that was just a different type of vibe. That's something that any ordinary, you know, regular person would do at a young age, but it happened to me.
Did you see anybody else with the shoulder pads there on the bus? Were you the only one?
I mean, nah, I was the only one.
Yeah.
Everybody was, you know, going to work and, you know, living their best life. You know what I'm saying? Just making things happen. But that's another hustle, another grind that I have instilled in me. Like, can't get rid of that. And, I mean, if I ever have to go back to those roots, you know, I'll be able to, you know, pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And public transportation big in Chicago.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, there's not much you know, transportation like when it comes to like the smaller suburban, you know, areas, right? So everybody catches the bus. You know, that's one of the main transportations. Or you catch the Dolly. You know, Dolly take you all the way downtown and it shows you around. Like, you know, that's really for the people who's, you know, looking to see the city, right?
Yeah.
But the train, you know, you always hop on the red line, the purple line, the blue line, green line. Yeah, it goes all around. But yeah, as a little kid, I was catching the bus to practice. You know what I'm saying? Hard work, dedication, man. And Melrose Park Gales, I'll never forget. So Berwyn Mustangs was terrible. We wasn't a good team. I would say terrible because shout out to my squad, but we wasn't the best at the time.
Were you still playing corner at this time?
Yeah, I was still playing corner. Yeah, we was locked down. Yeah, we was locked down for sure. My brother, you know, their team actually went really well. You know, they went all the way to the championship and they lost, right? Like the higher JV squad, like they was doing their thing. But the little kids, nah, not at all. So my dad was like, all right, next season, all right, Chief, I heard, you know, word on the street, like this is a great team. Like we're gonna check them out. I'm like, all right, cool. Instantly click. When I went out there for practice, it was just like a whole new world, right? A whole new world, right? So it was like an instant
that
click.
type of feeling.
Right, yeah. It was like, what? Like, dang, okay, we playing football. Like, this is, higher level, higher caliber. I feel like where I belong, you know what I'm saying? It felt good because they had turf fields. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like turf field, the program was nice, well established. I'm all right, cool. Like, I could get used to this. You know what I'm saying? It was a good vibe, coming from like, playing in grass and then all that other good stuff. Like, if it got muddy in the outside, we was SOL. Like, out of luck. Bad. It was real bad. But that's another reason why I love mud, because you know what I'm saying, I don't mind getting dirty.
You got used to it.
I don't mind getting dirty. Yeah. If it rain, oh my gosh, rain is my favorite weather, and mud. Put that two together, it's like the best time of my life. Like it's the best time of my life. And we went all the way, to the championship with that team. Like, Little League team is different from pound ball in Georgia, right? In Georgia, like they associated with the high school, the upbringing is different. Okay. So it'll be, I went to McEachern and I went to a couple other places, but McEachern was the main spot that we went to, right? And I was able to, kind of get the experience of playing pound ball with like some of the kids that was out there. And they definitely was on a whole nother level when I touched down from Chicago, right? Whole nother level. And that just kind of carried over to where I am now. Like, I'll never forget, Marquise Buford, my dog, my best friend, he knew I was going to bring up this story. Melrose Park Gales versus the Naperville Patriots. Oh, this is great. This is the championship that really deteriorated the Naperville Patriots, and it really kind of made the Melrose Park Gales. It put us on the map. Naperville Patriots pull up in charter buses. Coached by NFL squad, NFL coaches, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, dang, like y'all really stepping.
And Marquise is on that team.
Marquise, yeah. My brother to this day is still on his team. You know what? Happy belated birthday. I already wish you a happy birthday, baby. You already know my big dog, you know what I'm saying? Love. But gotta bring up this story. They came in our house and just 49-0'd us.
Tough.
Heart is broken.
Yeah.
Shattered to pieces. And Marquise, they was handling their business, right? They had the American flag on them. They all fresh chrome helmets.
Look cool.
I'm like, dang, we had Oregon jerseys. Don't get us wrong. Our jerseys was Oregon. Like we had Oregon Duck jerseys. Like we was real nice.
Yeah.
So they definitely, we had some nice things going on for ourselves. But they came in 49-0'd us. It was bad, right? Terrible. I mean, cool. And Marquise, celebrating, scoring touchdowns, tackling, hitting people. I'll never forget that. Dang. I didn't play offense at the time. Maybe I played running back for a little bit, but I was always playing corner. And me and Marquise, we went up head to head a couple of times in that game. And
Did you know, were you like friends or not really?
We
at that time.
Well, we call each other family now because we knew each other at the time. Like, we knew of each other, and we was always in the same vicinity. But we really didn't talk much as kids, right?
Okay.
So
yeah,
it was like, oh, hey, I know you. As we got older, it was like, dang, you play for Woo. Oh yeah, like the same story we talking about now is the same story that brought us back together later down in the future.
Yeah,
right. And I'll never forget. After the game, everybody's crying. And I'm like, no, we can't cry. We can't cry no more. We will play them again. We're going to beat them the next time we see them. Stop crying. Suck all your tears up. And we practiced right after that game. Yeah, we practiced right after the game. Yeah, we was real serious. And the coaches, they couldn't do nothing but be like, okay, yeah, that's real. You know what I'm saying? That's real leadership. And I was like, all right, cool, we're going to run some drills. Like, we wasn't out there for long, but you just had to, just kind of get through that mourning process of taking an L at a young age. You know what I'm saying? I was the type to not dap up any kids after the game. Like I didn't. I wasn't. I would literally walk to the other side and literally I wouldn't pout. I would just kind of turn my shoulder. Yeah. But it came up to the point where we played each other again. And Marquise swears up and down that we had people who came out the blue, changed the birth certificate, changed the birth certificate, that he was out sick and this happened. And no, it was not a whole new team. Like we was the same squad. Maybe we was just doing our push-ups. Okay, maybe we was just doing our sit-ups and we was just letting things known like we here, right? We came inside their house and you know, it came down to it. Like my boys, we was all tackling, we was making tackles, and you know, my boy Tavari the Ferrari, right? I'll never forget him. Never forget a name. You can't forget a name.
No,
like that, right? Tavari the Ferrari, fastest kid on our team. Takes 2 touchdowns to the house, and he played safety too. And he picked the ball off like they was a throwing squad. Like they, and this is like 5th grade, y'all. Like this 5th grade, 5th grade, and they throwing the ball, and we, you know what I'm saying, we got covered. So I'm like, okay, like let me, you know what I'm saying, get my little drop back pedal. I'm practicing the back pedal all weekend. So it was something we haven't seen before. But it came to a point where they went to a drought. They couldn't score no more. Our defense was too stellar. And we went up 36-14. That was the ending score. And they shedded some tears that day.
You got your
we got our get back. Get back is real. The get back is real.
And you remind Marquise of this every
time we get a chance, I'm reminding Marquise that you know that this story is real, and he knows that. He was like, man, y'all cheated to this day. Oh, y'all had people that came out the blue. No, you know this is the real story. And we celebrated on that field. We got our big trophy.
Oh yeah,
we got our big trophy. And from that day on, we went to Florida. We won nationals, and
oh wow,
it just set us up for another chapter. Like
yeah,
6th grade, 7th grade. You know, we was playing football, and 7th grade is really when I moved to Georgia. Yeah, we moved to Georgia 7th grade year, and that changed my life. Football in Georgia changed my life. The people in Georgia changed my life because it was just a big chapter. Like imagine taking a gulp of Sprite from McDonald's. Right, that would hurt. You know, it'll burn. Like eventually it would, you know, kind of wear off a little bit, but it'll take like 10 seconds to kind of adjust to it, right? And for me, it took a lot of adjusting because I had to do a lot of self-awareness. I had to have a lot of encouragement at the time because I was not used to some of the things that they was going through, right? I had to really change my whole mindset. My sister, she was mad that she had to leave from, you know, Chicago freshman year of high school. Like it was tough for her. Me, I was ready for a new experience. I was ready to get out. You know, at the time I was still being kind of picked on. You know, I was kind of getting older. I was growing. You know, I started to separate myself from, you know, people. I was in honors classes. Oh, you're smart like that. Well, you're a nerd. I'm like, dang, like what? Like this is crazy. I was an honors kid all throughout elementary school, from 3rd grade all the way till 7th grade, and even throughout high school. Always been a smart kid, right? And I don't know why people thought that wasn't cool. Yeah. And for all the kids who, if you are listening right now, it's okay to be smart. It's okay to be who you are. It's okay to be yourself. Because at the end of the day, the people who saying that you're not smart, things of that nature, they only in your circle for a little bit. They only gonna be around you for a little bit until you actually really start to establish and grow into yourself. I'd rather you build your foundation now than build, you know, a facade of what you are not. Don't build a facade. Build a real foundation of who you are and what you really want to be in your journey in life. Because if you have a strong, solid, you know, truth in who you are, can't nobody take that from you. Can't nobody take that glory, that type of vibe that you carry, you know, that smile, that charisma. They can't take it from you. Because if you're true to it and this is really you, because a lot of people say, oh, Chief, like you bring fake energy. Like I remember when I got to Florida, oh man, oh, your energy fake. Until they realized, oh, okay, yeah, oh, this is him. He comes in, light up the room. Yes, sir. Oh my gosh, great morning, family. How you doing? Wooty woo. Like, yeah, man. Like, let's get to it. Let's have a great day today. There's no reason why we should not have a great day. The sun is out in Florida every day, 24/7. The sun is out in Georgia. I mean, whether the sun is out, raining, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I mean, look, we're gonna have a great time. My eyes open. God give me another day to attack what I have going on in my life. We're going to take advantage of it. But, man, this is Leading with the Chief, man. One more segment to go. Me and Bach. Tune in. Yes, Sirski.
Go Hog Wild. Pit Barbecue.
Pre-order your Hog Wild slow smoked Easter ham today. Hog Wild selects the highest quality whole ham and slow smokes them until they're tender and delicious. Our 100% boneless ham is approximately 4 pounds and $50. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com. Quantities are limited. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Nutrition Authority invites you to try Anarchy, which is an exciting free workout for athletes and fitness enthusiasts who want the most out of their workout. Anarchy can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Remember, when you want results, the solution is simple. Nutrition Authority. Stop in, call, or check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine. It will be a little breezy at times, but it will be warm. See an afternoon high around 68. Tonight, mainly clear skies with an overnight low around 31. And tomorrow, mainly sunny skies, a little cooler though. See a high around 47. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Attention all Nebraska basketball fans. The NCAA tournament is coming soon, and Nebraska looks to be on its way to their first appearance in 10 years. Better Tree Removal wants to celebrate the occasion and any possible success in the tournament by offering a deal. If you're in need of tree removal on your property, call or text Todd by March 20th. If Nebraska wins the first round game, you'll get 25% off the bid. If they win 2, you'll get 50% off. You must contact Todd at 402-780-1377 before March 20th.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures, all things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your garage door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card Spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry.
This deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Woo! Okay. It's a nice little happy, little sunny vibe.
There you go.
It's spring music. That's right. Yes, sir, man. Welcome back to Leading with the Chief, man. Me and Bach, man. On the last little segment. If you're at work right now, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're putting a nice little bright smile on your face. You know, for all the people who's listening, figure out a way to make somebody smile today. I feel like that would be a big thing. You'll make that person feel good, and you'll also feel good after. Okay. Man, we talked about a little bit of my childhood. Actually, a lot bit of my childhood growing up in Chicago, playing football in Chicago. How football became an outlet for me to express my feelings, express myself, as it is for many people around the world. Man, football is definitely one sport that definitely brings a lot of people together. I know, Bach, you can agree on that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it brings, like, that conversation goes on for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It goes on for a long time. And y'all, I want to know, what are your favorite artists? Who your favorite artist is? Favorite music artist? I mean, send it to the chat, man. Send it to the chat. I'm very eager to know. I'm an open book. If y'all got any questions, man, and specifically no X's and O's, I want, life questions. I feel like this is my time, where I kind of, take my cleats off, take my helmet off, and, just kind of get a little standpoint of who you are and who I am as well. You know what I'm saying? Without the helmet. Man, as y'all know, Chicago is different for me. Growing up as a kid, it was pretty fun. I had my fun times, going outside to play in my neighborhood, playing running bases. That was one of the biggest parts. Going to the park. I mean, going to the YMCA, playing with my good little friends. There was a time where, I was singing in Miami to make a little change for myself. We took a family visit. Took a little family visit to Miami, and I was on South Beach taking your girls' hearts away. Probably some of your mom's hearts away.
To get some donations.
Yeah, asking them for donations. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to, get things rolling for myself.
Are you still a singer? You said mention you're in choir.
I sing a little bit. As I went through puberty, my voice started cracking.
Yeah.
Voice started cracking. Things. Things that all the puberty situation that happened for a guy, right? It's like, oh man, like I was in the talent show growing up as a kid. I was making sure, my dad actually, he would be like, no, you have to be in the talent show. You wasn't on the talent show, you'd be grounded, you'd be like punishment, all that good stuff. Like, that sounded a little harsh, but my dad wanted to just make sure he pushed me to not ever be scared. Like, don't be scared to like chase your dreams, like follow what you believe in, right? At the time, I couldn't see that at a young age. Like, I'm just, just kind of going with life. But my dad, he was like, you have a talent, and I'm gonna push you to make sure you could be the best person you possibly can be. And, that's why I really appreciate my dad, because it was just me and him at a certain point in my lifetime. Like, it was just me and him. Like, my mom was in school, she was working, and my sister, she had, track practice going on, softball. All my siblings, like, they were, starting their life with their families and things of that nature. And it was just me and my dad. We was on the field grinding every day. I mean, after track meets, after practices, after camps, after more camps. Like, there was times where I did 3 camps in one day, right? But at the end of the day, I could look back on it and be like, thank you, Dad. Thank you, Almighty God, for the blessings and opportunities that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the biggest things. And I'm very grateful for that. And my dad taught me a lot. He told me a lot. He teaches me a lot about my hustle, about my grind, how to cherish things. There was a point where I was selling CDs out of the van as well, you know what I'm saying, for a little donation. I mean, we was making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Chicago was great little segment, little chapter part of my life. And as we move into it, I feel like the next episode is definitely going to be how I transition from my lifestyle from Chicago to Georgia, right? And the South is just different. I mean, you just exposed to a lot of things at a young age, right? So it's just, you know, it was definitely a coming of age moment. You know what I'm saying? I think it was definitely a coming of age moment where I had to really just kind of understand, you know, who I am as a person. And this is where I really laid down my tradition. So I have like my hustle and my mentality, you know what I'm saying, my competitiveness at a young age, coming from Chicago. And Georgia is really what really kind of brought it out, right? So you're going to hear about all the times where I was going through battles, my first fight, being picked on. You know what I'm saying? How I adjusted to football, how I was being, you know, growing, spreading my wings. You feel me? I was like a little caterpillar trying to get some food so I can go into the butterfly and spread my wings. That's going to be on the episode 2. Yeah, Buck.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, I did want to pay off on a few of these questions here. 3895, by the way, says a certain linebacker is now my favorite player on the team. Love the content. Great new show and great job.
Hey, man. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, baby. Appreciate it.
Gus Mohawk says, are you a fan of deep dish pizza and Italian beef sandwiches from Chicago?
Oh, 100%, baby. You already know Giordano's, man. I mean, Illuminati's. I mean, hey, you know, the list go on. Luigi's. I mean, the list go on and on. Deep dish pizza is my thing. Okay, Italian beef, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I can get down with a little Italian beef, like Vienna beef sausage. I mean, not Vienna beef, but if y'all know what I'm saying, 100%, it's 100% beef sausages. That's the way I go. You know what I'm saying? That was fire.
Let's go one more question. Where did I have it? Yeah, somebody was asking about here it is, taking the family to Chicago this summer. What's the one thing you would say got to take the kids to do? All boys, 12, 9, and 4.
Okay. Okay, so if you want to go to Rosemont, that's where all like the big events happen all the time. Like they always have some type of shows or things of that nature. But if you want to stay in Chicago, right, you want to go to the Bean. You want to go to Navy Pier. You can't lose. You cannot lose with Navy Pier. I promise you cannot. And there's a plethora of other like special events going on. There's always something to do in Chicago. You know, you want to go to, you know, Lake Michigan, right? You want to go to Lake Michigan and just kind of enjoy your family on the, you know, on the shore. That would be something. That would be something great. And always get them Garrett's popcorn. That's one to remember. Shout out to Garrett's popcorn. Yeah. One of the greatest ever. And you want to take them to Portillo's. I'm trying to give you a nice little spill. Portillo's, Giordano's, and yeah, give them a nice little whereabout, you know, of Chicago tasting food. Anywhere you go, I'm pretty sure you can't go wrong with the food.
Well, there you go.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. It's your boy, man. Chief Borders, man. I'm with my boy Bach. You know what I'm saying? Bach, you got a little bit something to say?
Oh, no, just honored to be on the first show with you.
Hey, man. Appreciate it.
Did a good job.
Bach, man. Appreciate it, man. This is Leading with the Chief, man. I'll catch y'all on the next episode as we talk about me transitioning from Chicago to the Big South. Yes, sir, man. Y'all have a great day and keep smiling.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606